Hi everyone, it's Sherry. Great to see you guys. And I'm going to do the 90-minute workout that we do at the Y, the Hatha Yoga, including pranayama in the beginning, and then we'll follow with our regular routine. So let's get onto our mats and get started. So you want to start in a comfortable seated position, as we always do, with the sit bones grounded. Hands in any mudra you would like. Nice and comfortable, because we're going to be here for a little while. And let's just close our eyes and ring in the sacred space. Spine is nice and tall. Let's start our pranayama with big, deep belly breaths, in through the nose and out through the nose in equal parts. Here we go. Just count gently to yourself, equal in, equal out. Belly is expanding on the inhale, and you're pulling the diaphragm towards the spine on the exhale. And as you breathe, just think about any sort of stress that you've experienced or any sort of body aches, and just let all of it go in the exhale. Anything that no longer serves you, just let it go in the exhale. And on the inhale, you want to visualize pure, clean light just coming in and feeding your body, feeding your energy with beautiful, positive light. Just cleansing your pranamaya kosha, your energy. And as you continue to breathe, visualize a beautiful column of light that starts at the base of your spine, comes up all the way through your pelvic area, your solar plexus, your chest, your throat, up through your third eye and the crown of your head. And this beautiful column of light allows the spine to be nice and tall and strong as you continue your deep breathing. And every inhale that you take in just feeds this column of light. Just breathe. And for those of you that want to switch into your nostril breathing, go right ahead. If you'd prefer to just stay with the regular one-to-one, stay with that. Just building the foundation for the practice. Continue breathing. Just cleansing that energy. A few more. And then do one more inhale and one more exhale, and then just come to center. You can keep the eyes closed. And then we're going to go right into our neck rolls. So just take the neck, and we're going to go 2 complete rotations in one direction and 2 in another. Just let the weight of the head guide you in a nice big circle. Being really careful. Those little vertebrae at the top of the spine. 2 in one direction and 2 in the other. Just letting yourself breathe, setting the foundation to your practice so you can
Go as intense as you want with the neck work.
And when you're done with the 2 rotations in each direction, come to center. I'll just give everybody a minute to get there. No rush. Breathe. And then we're going to take the head and go all the way over to the right, just stretching that neck, again, as intense as you want to make it, all the way over that right shoulder. And then slowly back to center, all the way over to the left. And back to center. And then take the head all the way to the spine, chin to the ceiling, opening up that throat chakra. Just surrendering here. And then take the chin all the way to the chest.
And take your dominant hand and just push the head into the chest a little bit, just to get more of a stretch on that spine. And then gently release your head and come back to center. Up to you if you want to keep your eyes closed, that's fine. Arms out to the side, palms facing the ceiling, and we're going to inhale those arms all the way up nice and slow. Palms meet each other right over the head, stretching those arms, trying to reach the ceiling. And then separate the palms and come down. Rotate the wrists so the palms are facing the floor. Nice and slow, and try to reach those walls on either side of you, feeling every little muscle fiber in those arms. And when you're almost to the ground, then bring those palms into Anjali Mudra or prayer. Clasp the hands, lift the elbows, push the palms away from the body, stretch those arms out if you can, and then hinge the arms up overhead so the palms are facing the ceiling. Check in with your neck, make sure your neck is not tense. You're just lifting those palms up, lifting the shoulders, lifting the arms, and then separate the palms and come down nice and slow. Back into Anjali Mudra. And this time we're going to put our hands in steeple position, and we're going to inhale the steeple all the way up overhead. Spine is nice and tall, sit bones are grounded. Your head is right in the middle of your hands, steeple is right overhead. You're trying to reach the ceiling, lifting the arms. Take a nice deep breath in and hinge to the right on the exhale. Keeping that head right in the center of the arms. And then inhale back to center and exhale down to the left. You don't need to go far, just far enough to stretch that fascia on the side of the ribs. And then inhale your steeple up, reach, reach, reach towards the ceiling. Breathing, feeling that crown of the head lift, and then separate the palms and come down. Nice and slow, and then this time instead of Anjali, we're going to rotate the palms up towards the ceiling and bring them all the way up. Last time, sweeping that prana up. palms together, and then come down, third eye, throat, and heart chakra. Great. Let's go on to our backs into Apanasana before we start our spinal work, our spinal twists. Pull the knees into the chest. Then let's build our foundation. You want arms out to the side, palms flat on the floor. Feet flat on the floor in front of you, toes pointing forward. Before we even get started, make sure you feel symmetrical on your mat and that your spine is nice and straight and everything feels nice and symmetrical. Nice. Just breathe. Your choice if you want to keep your feet flat on the floor or if you want to lift the knees slightly into the chest for your spinal twist. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale the knees to the right. Head, nose, and neck go to the left. Just breathe. Feeling the rib cage rise and fall. Palms are in the floor. Then inhale the knees back to center. Exhale them down to the left. Head, nose, and neck go to the right. Just stretching that spine. Breathing deeply. Inhale the knees back up to center. Exhale them down to the right. Last time. Head, nose, and neck to the left. And this time it's up to you if you want to just straighten those legs out to deepen the stretch in the hip. Completely up to you. It's your practice. And then bring the knees back to center. And exhale them down to the left. And again, it's up to you if you want to straighten out the legs here. Head, nose, and neck to the right. Just limbering everything up here. Breathing nice and deep. Then inhale those knees back to center. Just pull them into the chest, just for a breath. And then feet flat on the floor in front of you, toes pointing forward, knees bent, arms out to the side again, palms into the floor. Let's open up those hips. Ground that left foot. Take the right ankle onto the left knee and push the right knee away from the body. As you push it away, find the spot where you want to keep the knee, just wherever it feels good to open up that hip, and keep the knee there. Push the spine into the mat, feel the abs contract, and lift the left foot off the ground, pulling the right leg towards you, curling that spine up on the mat. Feel that beautiful stretch in the right hip and glute area, and really take this opportunity to work the core as well by pushing that spine into the mat. Hold it. Then slowly lower that left foot back to the mat. Push the right knee away from the body. Nice deep breath in. Exhale everything over to the left. Head, nose, and neck to the right. Continue to push that right knee away from the body. Then take the left hand onto the right knee and just pull it towards the floor. Release that knee, bring everything back to center. Put both feet flat on the floor again. Wiggle and adjust on your mat so you feel nice and straight. Toes are pointing forward, right foot is grounded. Take the left ankle now onto the right knee. Push the left knee away from the body until you feel that left hip joint open up right to the point where you want to work it, proper tension for you today. And then just hold that left knee out there away from the body, opening up that hip joint. Push the spine into the mat, feel the abs contract, lift the right foot off the ground, pull the left leg towards you. And breathe, feeling that spine, all those vertebrae just curling up on the mat, the core is nice and strong, and that beautiful hip in the left glute and thigh area. Hold it. Now gently bring that right foot back to the mat. Push the left knee away from the body. Nice breath in, and on the exhale, go move everything down to the right. Continuing to push that left knee away from the body, head, nose, and neck go to the left. Now take that right hand onto the left knee, pull it towards the floor. Then release the knee, bring everything back to center. Unhook your ankle, pull the knees into the chest. We're going to go into our leg work now, so if you're working with a strap, you want to pull that out. Okay. We're going to put our feet flat on the floor in front of us. Again, make sure you feel nice and straight on your mat. If you're not holding onto a strap, you want those arms out on each side of you with the palms into the floor. Remember, anytime we're doing supine work and we're lifting our legs, we're always pushing the spine into the mat to get the nice core workout at the same time. Also, that prevents injury to the back. So let's ground that left foot into the mat and lift that right leg all the way up, nice and straight and strong in a flexed position. 90-degree angle at the hip and 90-degree angle at the ankle if you can. Heel is trying to reach the ceiling. Now point the toe, just stretching the ankle, and then go back to the flexed position. Pushing the spine in the mat, remember, wiggle the toes, wave them at the ceiling. Spread them. Maybe do an ankle roll or two. You're just really trying to move every bone and muscle fiber in that foot. Then go back to the stationary flexed position. Leg is nice and straight and strong. Spine is pushed in the mat. Nice breath in. Exhale the leg down in front of you. Use your hands to ground you in the floor. Don't hit the ground with the leg. Heel is trying to reach that wall in front of you. Toes are pointed towards the ceiling. Really pay attention to that quadricep. And then inhale the leg back up till you get to that 90-degree angle at the hip and the spine is pushed in the mat. Deep breath in, exhale the leg down to the right. Your heel is trying to reach that wall on the right side. The toes are trying to reach the wall behind your head. Really try to straighten that leg out, paying attention to that inner thigh muscle. Ooh. Then inhale the leg back up, hold it up there. Foot is parallel with that ceiling, nice and strong. Hold it. Then bend the knee just for a breath. Point the toes, stretching the ankle, and lift the leg right back up to the ceiling. The toe is trying to reach the ceiling. The leg is 90 degrees at the hip. Ballerina strong. Nice deep breath in, spine pushed in the mat. Lower the leg down in front of you. Don't let it hit the floor. Just pointing that toe. Breathing. Then inhale that leg back up, toe is pointed towards the ceiling, back is in the mat. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale that leg over to the right. Nice and straight and strong, that toe is trying to reach the wall to the right. Feel the inner thigh working here. Now inhale that leg back up, last time, hold it up there, push the spine in the mat, point the toes, straighten that leg, get that quad nice and strong, hold it, Now bend the knee, take the hands onto the shin, pull the knee into the chest, maybe roll the knee into the right armpit a little bit. Then drop that left leg all the way down to the mat, push the tailbone in the mat, and curl up into a little crunch. And then drop that right leg all the way down. Take a breath. And let's set the foundation for the left leg. So again, make sure, wiggle and adjust on your mat, make sure you're feeling straight. Both knees bent, feet flat on the floor, arms out to the side, palms in the floor. Toes pointing forward. Ground that right foot into the mat, lift the left leg in a flexed position all the way up. 90 degrees at the hip, 90 degrees at the ankle if you can do it. Knee is straight, foot is parallel with the ceiling. Now point the toe, just stretching the ankle, just for a breath or two. Then go back to the flexed position. Wiggle the toes, wave them, spread them. Remember your spine is pushed in the mat so that your core is nice and tight while you're doing this. Maybe throw in an ankle roll or two, just really trying to move every bone and muscle fiber in that foot. Then go back to the stationary flexed position, hold the leg nice and straight and strong. Take a nice breath in, push the spine into the mat, and lower the leg down in front of you. Really feeling how that core is working with the quadricep to lower the leg. Don't let it hit the floor. Then inhale the leg back up. Hold it up there, take a deep breath in, and then exhale it down to the left. Nice and strong, pointing that big toe towards that wall in back of your head. Your heel is trying to reach the wall to the left. Feel that inner thigh really working here. Now inhale the leg back up, hold it up there, push the spine in the mat. Hold that, the heel trying to reach the ceiling. Hold it. Now bend the knee just for a breath, point the toes, stretching the ankle, bring the leg straight back up. 90-degree angle at the hip if you can do it, spine is pushed in the mat. Deep breath in. Lower the leg down in front of you. Toe is trying to reach that wall in front of you and it's not hitting the ground. Now inhale the leg back up, toe is pointed towards the ceiling, deep breath in, exhale down to the left. Feel that inner thigh working, pointing that toe to that left wall. Inhale the leg back up, nice and straight and strong. Hold it up there, point that toe to the ceiling, push the spine into the mat. Quad is really strong, 90 degrees at the hip, hold it up there. Now bend the knee, bring those hands around that shin, pull it into the chest, right over to the left armpit. Now drop that right leg all the way to the floor, push the tailbone into the mat, curl up into a little ball, and then drop that left leg all the way down to the floor. Whew. Oh yeah, that feels amazing. Now take your feet, your knees are splayed out to the side and your feet, the bottoms of the feet together. Bring the heels up towards the pelvis or wherever they're comfortable for you and just let the knees splay out to the side so those hips are nice and open. Raise your arms right above your chest, point the fingertips towards the ceiling. Clasp the hands in steeple position. Take a nice breath in and exhale those arms over your head onto the floor. Let the arms relax over your head onto the floor. So just keep the bottoms of your feet together here and just relax the arms and the legs. We don't want a lot of tension here. The hands should be directly above the head on the floor. Just breathe, and let's do a little bit of pranamaya kosha work here. So close your eyes for a moment and just visualize a beautiful line of energy coming right into those fingertips, right into the hands. Beautiful column of light. Into the crown of the head, the neck, upper chest, heart center, solar plexus, down to the pelvis, into the heels and out the big toes. So you've got this beautiful column of light just going straight through the crown all the way to the root and out your feet. And on each side of that column, there's tributaries of light that feed your arms and legs and joints. And you feel balanced on each side. Just let the prana flow. And then inhale the arms back up over the chest. Point the fingertips to the ceiling. Breathe. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale them overhead last time. Then inhale the arms back up, separate the palms, take the right palm on the left elbow, left palm on the right elbow. So in essence, you're making that box right above your chest. And take a breath in and then exhale the box, pulling over to the right, stretching out that left shoulder. And then inhale the box back up to center and exhale it down to the left, stretching out that right shoulder. Inhale the box back to center and exhale it over your head onto the floor. And just breathe here. Enjoy this last couple breaths of supine work on your back before we start to go vertical. So release the arms down by the side, bring the knees together, pull the knees into the chest, put the hands under the knees, take a little bit of an Apanasana here, and then roll up into seated, and we're going to go right over into table. All right, let's build our foundation for table. So remember, your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. Bottoms of the feet are on the floor, fingers are spread. There should be a direct line from your knee all the way up to the middle of your palm. Your back is flat. Let's start with cat and cow curls here. We're going to push the booty out, let the spine sink, lift the head. And then pull the spine towards the ceiling, drop the head, pushing into the hands, pulling the rib cage towards the spine. Make sure there's no tension in your neck. And just go from one to the other, nice and slow. Cat and cow curls here. Do it at your own pace. Everybody's had a different week. Everybody has a different body. So go at your own pace, and whichever one feels better for you, stay in that position a little longer. Really take advantage of this to just feel how amazing your spine feels when you stretch it and compress it. Let's do one more each way. And when you've completed one more of each, just go back into your table or your neutral position where the back is flat. Let's prep for down dog. Check your foundation, make sure everything is nice and square and strong and those fingers are spread. Curl the toes under, push the hips up and back, heels to the mat. Head is an extension of your spine. You're pushing into the hands, not the wrists. Then bring the right foot forward, the left foot forward, and curl up into standing. Okay, we're going to do our sun salutations modified or Surya Namaskar A modified. So we're going to start in Tadasana. So remember, in Tadasana, your toes are pointing forward. There's equal distance between your toes and your heels. Your legs are nice and straight and strong. Shoulders are slightly back. Palms are facing the thighs. Crown is tall. Just breathe. Here we go. Inhale the arms up. Hinge forward on the exhale. Uttanasana, forward fold to the floor or your blocks. Hands above knees, flat back, lift the head.
Shift the weight back using the quads and glutes like you're sitting in a chair. Raise the arms up, start to squat, bring those hands down in front of you on the mat, fingers spread, right foot back, left foot back, hips up and back, heels to the mat, downward facing dog. Remember, fingers are spread. Hinge the hips forward into plank. Adjust if you have to. Hold that plank and make sure that the booty is not sinking. If anything, it can be up a little bit, but you don't want it to sink and compress those discs. Be careful of the weight on your wrists. Make sure you're pushing into your fingertips and hands, not the wrists. Then bring the knees to the mat, nice and slow. Weight is in the front on your chest. Come down nice and slow, chest first. All the way to the floor. Uncurl the toes. Bring the hands back a few inches. Push right up into up dog. Then curl the toes under, hips up and back, heels to the mat, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, curl up into standing. Just take a moment to get back into Tadasana. Check your feet. Let's go again. Inhale up. Uttanasana, forward fold to the floor. Ardha Uttanasana, hands above knees, flat back, lift the head. Shift the weight to the back using the glutes and the quads, imaginary chair. Lift the arms up, start to bend the knees, bring the hands forward onto the mat, all the way down. Left foot back, right foot back, hips up and back, heels to the mat, down dog. Hinge forward into plank. Adjust if you have to. Hold it. Just hold that plank there. Now gently bring the knees to the mat. Come all the way down on the chest. Uncurl the toes. Bring the hands back a few inches. Push right up into up dog. Curl the toes under, hips up and back, heels to the mat, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, curl up into standing. Great. All right, I'm going to take a sip of water and we'll go right into our wide-legged work from here. All right, let's take the legs wide. Toes are pointing forward, equal distance between toes and heels. Hips are square, core is tight. Ground the feet so you feel nice and stable and strong. Inhale the arms up. Get those quads engaged, hinge at the hips, core is tight, quads are tight. Come all the way down to the center, hands flat on the floor or to your blocks. Widen the legs if you have to. Let the head dangle. Now bring the right hand all the way to the center and then just peel that left arm back, opening up the chest to the left. Open up that chest. Pushing into that right hand, there should be a straight line from your right hand all the way up to your left hand. Arms are on the same plane here. Open the chest and hold it. Breathe. Now golf, swing that left arm down, replace the right hand with the left, peel the right arm up, all the way opening up the chest to the right. pushing into that left hand. Make sure those fingers are spread apart. Open up that chest as much as you can. It's not about twisting your neck. It's about opening up your chest. Hold it up there. Breathe. Now golf swing that right hand back down. And then to safely get up, we just take one hand into the quad, the other hand into the quad, and push up. Okay. All right. Let's do a couple warriors. Warrior twos, I should say. Now with warrior, remember your goal, of course, is to get this knee all the way down to a 90-degree angle here with the thigh parallel to the floor. That's the goal, of course, but you certainly don't want to extend that knee beyond the toes. And it takes a lot of practice to get there. I'm still not there after all these years. So let's do the best we can. With warrior, the farther apart your legs, the more intense the posture. So let's start with the right side. To begin, we begin just like we did with our wide-legged forward fold. The toes are pointing forward, hips are straight. Feel the feet ground in the mat. Now take the right toe, point it towards the right wall. Make sure the hips stay flat and straight, pointing forward. Take the left foot and just pigeon it in a bit and make sure there's a straight line between the arch of the left foot all the way to the heel of the right foot. I'm going to take my legs wide because I'm going to try to get good form here for you. But I don't have a mirror, so who knows? Okay, arms out to the side in the same plane. Make sure those hips are square. Ground that left foot. Really start to pull the weight down the left leg. Engage the right quadricep, the core, so that when we start to bend this right knee, there's no weight on the knee. We're going to pull all the weight off of the knee and down the left leg and through the core. So here we go. Let's just start to bend this right knee. Make sure the hips don't swivel. You don't want to overextend over your toes, but you want to get down as far as you can. And then we're going to move that head all the way to the right, looking over that right middle finger. Where are you feeling this? If the answer is not everywhere, then something's wrong. Hold it. Make sure you're grounding that left leg and you're pulling the weight off that right knee. If you feel any pain in your joints, please come out of the posture. Hold it. Breathe. Now slowly bring the head forward. Straighten out that knee. Bring the feet forward. And let's pinwheel down to the left. We can rotate that right wrist and look up at the palm. Remember this hand down here, there's no weight on the knee joint, you're just kind of resting the hand. Rotate the hand back, bring the arms to center, and pinwheel down to the other side. Rotate that hand, look up. Breathe. Rotate the wrist. Come back to center. Palms to the ceiling. Inhale up, palms together. Third eye, throat, and heart. Okay. Let's get ready for the other side. So however wide you want to take your feet, the wider they are, the more intense the posture, because the further you can go down on that knee. Okay, let's just feel the feet in the mat. We're already mentally preparing by grounding that right leg and that right foot. Let's take the left toes and point them towards, take the left foot, point the toes to the left. I just had to re-square my hips. See what happened? It went like this. We want to make sure the hips stay square. Should be a straight line from the heel to the arch, and mine is not, so I'm going to have to adjust that as well. Okay. And you want to pigeon the right toes in a bit. Arms out. Really ground that right leg, start to tighten up that core. Use that left quadricep to pull the weight off the knee as we start to bend that knee and go down, making sure that the hips stay square. And then slowly move that head to the left, looking down the left middle finger. Breathe. Again, where are you feeling this? Should be multiple places. Make sure that core is tight, that right foot is grounded, and that you're not feeling any pressure on that left knee. Hold it. Breathe. Now slowly bring that knee back straight. Bring the head to center. Bring the toes in. Pinwheel over to the right. Look up at the left palm, rotating that wrist. Rotate the wrist back. Brings the arms to center. Down to the left. Rotate the right wrist, look up. Rotate the palm, come back to center. Rotate palms up. Sweep the prana up above your head and then come down, third eye, throat, heart. Okay, let's do our balance postures. So we'll do traditional stork. Okay. Start Tadasana. Ground your feet. Equal distance between toes and heels. Shoulders are slightly back. You're feeling nice and strong and stable. Shift the weight into the right leg. Pick the left knee, point the left toe. Raise the arms. Go into your steeple. Lift that left knee, point that left toe. Pull your steeple all the way up to the ceiling. Use that right glute for stability. Clean it up. Lift that left knee, point that toe, nice and strong. Once you're really strong, if you want to straighten that left leg, up to you. And then go back to the bent knee. Hold it. And then bring everything down. Let's try the other side. Tadasana, ground the feet, get your confidence, find something to look at that's right in front of you that's stable. Shift the weight into the left leg, pick up the right knee, point the right toe. Raise the arms. Pull your steeple up to the ceiling. Clean it up. Straighten the leg if you'd like. Bend the knee, hold it. And then bring everything down simultaneously. Okay, let's try Sochi's pose, where we bring the leg up, over, out, straight, sweep it back. Do what you can. Okay, Tadasana. Shift the weight into the right leg. Let's go into Anjali Mudra here. Lift that left knee, point the left toe. Bring it all the way out to the side, 90-degree angle. Back to the front. Straighten the leg. Sweep the leg to the back, and as you do, bring the torso forward, keeping the head lifted. Using that left glute to lift that left leg. Sweep it forward. Bend the knee, point the toe, and come down. Raise the arms up, overhead, come down, third eye, throat heart. Let's do Sochi's pose on the left side now. Tadasana. Let's go into Anjali Mudra. Shift the weight to the left, pick up the right knee, point the right toe. Open up to the right. Back to center. Straighten the leg. Sweep to the back. Back to the front. Bend the knee and come down. Good. All right. Let's just end our balance with our ocular exercise where we shift the weight to one side, lift the leg, shut the eyes and balance. Do whatever you want to do with your hands and do both sides for me, please. So your Tadasana, shift the weight, lift the leg, shut the eyes, and do both sides and then meet me down on the mat for core on the floor. No rush. I'll give you a minute to do both sides. Okay, so let's do our core on the floor. We'll start with boat pose. Feet are flat on the floor in front of you, knees are bent, you're seated, toes are pointing forward. Feet are hip width apart, 4 to 5 inches apart, your toes and your heels. You're leaned slightly back, you're using your abs and your core to hold the angle, not your back. Place the hands right below the knees, tilt back a little bit more. Again, using the abs. Lift one leg and the other. If you want to just hang out here, practicing with your abs, go right ahead. If you want to continue, bring the feet and the knees together, then straighten the legs and release the hands. Core is nice and tight. Do not use your back, it's your core. If you feel back pain, come out of the posture. Breathe and smile. Hold it. Then bend the knees, come forward, hug the knees, counter stretch the spine. We'll do one more. Feet out in front, toes pointing forward, knees bent, slightly back. Core is nice and tight here.
Hands under the knees softly. Lift one leg and the other, leaning back. Bring feet and knees together. Straighten the legs, point the toes, release the hands. Palms are facing in towards the legs, and breathe. Hold it. And come out. Bend the knees, come forward, counter stretch the spine. All right, let's do Chaturanga. So let's go over into table. Build your foundation, make sure the wrists are under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips, the fingers are spread, the tops of feet are on the floor. Chaturanga. Straight line from your knee all the way up to your palms. Let's start by lifting the right arm, and when we do, we push into the top of the right foot, and we push into the left hand, and extend the left leg. Using the glute, lift the head. Arm is straight out, fingers are pointed forward, toes are pointed, leg is nice and straight and strong in the back. Hold it, pushing into that left hand and that right foot. Hold it. Elbow to knee under torso for 1, and extend. Elbow to knee under torso for 2, and extend. Elbow to knee under torso for 3, and extend. Hold it. Then down into table, hips to heels, child's pose. Crawl your hands out front if you'd like. Or you can put them down beside you with the tops of hands resting on the mat. Back up into table. Build your foundation, make sure that you're ready. And now we're going to lift the left arm, and when we do, we push into the left foot and the right hand, make sure those fingers are spread, and then lift the right leg, point the right toe. Use the right glute to lift that leg. Hold it. Elbow to knee under torso for 1, and extend. Elbow to knee under torso for 2, and extend. Elbow to knee under torso for 3, and extend. Hold it. And down into table, hips to heels, child's pose. Now let's go right onto our bellies for the last core of the day, Shalabhasana. All the way down to our bellies, chin on the floor. Legs are straight, tops of feet are on the floor, no curled toes here. Arms are down by the side, tops of hands in the floor, palms facing the ceiling. Last core of the day, make it as intense as you want. Here we go. Raise the right arm, raise the left arm, raise the chin, right leg, left leg, chest, quads. Lift, 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 squeeze those glutes. Lift it up. Hold it. Hold it. And release. Second one. Here we go.
Make it as intense as you want. Both arms up, chin up and head up, both legs up. Lift them up, get them up there, you're flying. Get the head up, smile, squeeze the glutes, lift the legs, try to get as many body parts off the floor as you can. Lift, hold it, and release. Last core of the day. Here we go. Everything up on 3, gentle but intense. 1, 2, 3. Everything up. Bring it up, 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 up. Bring those legs up. Squeeze those glutes. Arms are up. Chest is up. No ribs on the floor. Get the quads off the floor. Squeeze the glutes. Bring it up. All the way up. Up, up, up. And release. Whew. You made it. Breathe. Oh. All right. Let's go up into table, down into child's pose. Oh yeah. Then roll right over into happy baby. Grab those big toes and just make that back feel amazing. Oh, just roll around in that crib however you want. Stretching those legs. Ooh, ooh, my bones are cracking. Maybe do an Apanasana, whatever you want to do. Just roll around here as we prepare for Supta Ardha Chandrasana or half moon stretch before Shavasana. So let's bring everything down on the floor. Legs are out front, arms are down by the side. Breathe as we really start to cool down and prep for Shavasana. Make sure you feel straight on your mat. Wiggle and adjust. Now take that right arm all the way up by the ear onto the floor and baby step the heels to the left. If you want to cross your ankles, go right ahead. Just breathe. It's your practice, so you can make this stretch as intense as you want. The more you bring your heels out to the side, the bigger the stretch on the whole right side of the body. Make sure that the glutes stay on the mat. Just breathe. And let's just take a moment here to visualize the beautiful prana that's coming in through your right fingertips, all the way down that right arm, the armpit, all the way down the right ribs, through that right hip and thigh area, right knee, all the way down the shin, the ankle, the foot, and out the big toe. And as this prana travels down that whole right side of the body, it just opens everything up, relieves any sort of arthritis or stiffness. Just beautifully allowing everything to flow, creating space. Just breathe. Feel that rib cage rising and falling. And then baby step those heels back to center. Bring the right arm down, bring the left arm up over the head, and baby step the heels to the right. Breathe. Feel that beautiful left hip joint opening up, and let's take a moment and visualize
The prana coming in through the left fingertip all the way down the wrist and forearm, through the elbow, shoulder, the armpit area, all the way down that left rib cage, through that left hip joint, down the leg, through the knee, the shin, out the ankle, to the foot and out the big toe. And just feel that beautiful energy clearing space and blowing through any sort of stiffness or pain on that that left side. And just breathe. Feel that rib cage rise and fall. And then slowly baby step those heels back to center. Bring the arms down by the side and get into your final Shavasana position. Whatever that is for you. So get into Shavasana. Put a bolster under your knees if you'd like. And I'll just walk you through a quick body scan. Now, if you're going to take a longer Shavasana than 5 minutes, you want to stop the video because I'm going to ring the bells in 5 minutes. So it's completely up to you what you want to do. So stop the video if you're going to take a longer Shavasana. Otherwise, just hang and I'll walk you through a body scan and then I'll leave you for 5 minutes and ring the bells. So as you're lying on your mat, really start to sink into the mat. And bring your awareness to the different body parts that I mentioned and just bring your awareness to that body part and make sure that it's relaxed. And any sort of pain or discomfort you're feeling in that body part, just let it go in the breath. So your eyes are closed, you're breathing deep. You're very comfortable. Remember, Shavasana is not sleep. You're totally aware, you're just relaxed. Bring your awareness into your feet. Let's check in with your toes and feet, ankles, shins and calves, knees, front and back, quads, hamstrings, hips, bring your awareness to your pelvic area. Your solar plexus right below your rib cage. The base of your spine. The lower back. Your chest center or your heart chakra. Your upper back, the area right between your shoulder blades. Collarbone. Your shoulders. Your elbows, front and back. Your forearms. Your wrists, hands and fingers. Your throat. The very top of the spine. Your face. Make sure the muscles and skin in your face is relaxed. The back of your head, your forehead or third eye area, and finally the crown of your head. Breathe deep. If you get any distractions, just go back to your breath. I'll ring the bells in 5 minutes. Enjoy.
So very gently make your way back to seated posture. Be very gentle with yourself. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the practice, and I bless you with health and happiness and light and love. Namaste. Namaste, guys. Namaste.